And before we start the video, I would like to express a big thanks and special shout out to Coons Ford Lincoln of Annapolis, located in Annapolis, Maryland, for allowing me to come out and film the 2013 Hyundai Genesis. 2013 Hyundai Genesis. It does have a pretty typical older styled Hyundai smart key fob. This one does have a gray exterior, and as you'll see, when you unlock the vehicle, the mirrors automatically fold, and when you lock it, the mirrors will automatically fold as well. That's a nice feature, very luxurious. Here's a shot of your 19-inch alloy wheels. They're a multi-spoke design with a certain part that is gray. These particular ones are 235 45 R19s. They're riding on Michelin all-weather tires. Pressing that button locks the car after waiting a second. Press it again, and the car automatically unlocks. This particular Genesis is the R-Spec. Black leather on a hot day. Let's go. Oh, not too bad. So, without further ado, let's go ahead and fire this one up. Put your foot on the brake, locate the engine start button in the dash, and make sure you have the key inside the interior, and just press the button to start. It has a 4-spoke, leather-wrapped steering wheel. As well as an automatic transmission with your manual shiftability. And when you put the vehicle in reverse, you do get a backup camera. The mirrors will automatically fold down. You'll notice when I put the car back in park, they go back up. The emergency brake. Let's go ahead, cut on the headlights, the fog lights, as well as the hazards. Both of the front windows are fully automatic. Let's go ahead and check out the exterior, shall we? The vehicle will automatically beep to let you know that the key fob has lost proximity of the car and the car is still running. This particular car is extremely clean, amazing condition. The interior looks perfect. Almost nobody sat in here. This car is incredible. And I gotta love these Genesis door sills. Really neat too. We'll get to everything that is back here as well in a second. This one does have a Genesis all-weather floor mat in the rear for the trunk. It's a good decision to buy all-weather floor mats for any part of your vehicle. I would definitely recommend it in the trunk and on your regular floor mats because it's very important to protect those regular floor mats because it sounds really stupid, but they are really nice to have if you're selling the car and somebody notices that they're absolutely trashed and disgusting. They're going to know how you kept your vehicle. However, if you keep all-weather floor mats on there, vacuum your car regularly, somebody will want to buy it from you because they know that it's been taken care of and you actually take pride in how you keep your car clean. It's very important. It doesn't sound like very much, but it's really easy to do. Just please do it. It makes it look so much better. Let's go ahead and step into the rear seat here. Folding headrest in the front. A little grab handle. On the door panel itself, you obviously have your door handle, a little speaker there. There's also a giant speaker down here, a little grab handle right here with soft leather. Everything on this door panel is soft touch. All feels like a really nice material, especially this being a Hyundai. I would not expect this much luxurious from a Hyundai. I mean, realistically, when somebody says Hyundai, they think cheap and just a grocery getter commuter car. And looking at this thing, I have immense amount of legroom. These seats are a really good amount far back. They're about a little bit further back than the B pillar, and I have an immense amount of space. And even if that isn't enough space, if you're taller than me, which most likely most people are, you have a little storage back here, and you also have knee cutouts so that you're not completely smashed up against a straight black seat. And trust me, you're not going to want that. It's nice to have these little knee cutouts, and this is also a leather stitched pocket here. You have fully adjustable and closable air vents in the rear. There's 2 of them. There's also 2 right here as well on the either side of the door, right there. You can also change the temperature, and of course, I'm not going to turn it to heat. I don't want to pass out in the back of this car. So right here in our fold-down center armrest, we have 3-stage heated rear seats. And trust me, my grandfather used to have a 2013 Hyundai Elantra Limited, and it had heated rear seats. And it's an Elantra, much cheaper than this. However, those heated seats worked amazing. Same year as this car, so I can imagine these work great. I'm not going to test it out because it's 97 degrees outside. 2 cup holders. Everything on this door, on this little armrest is nice and soft touch, nice and plush. These seats are very comfortable back here. You sink into them really good. It's almost like sitting in the back of a Lexus, but half the cost. Now, I'm not going to go hating on Hyundai, but however, I'm not going to go as far and say that the reliability aspect of a Hyundai is up to the spec of a Lexus or any other competing car. BMW, Mercedes is very tied with this. However, that Lexus may beat you out there. You also have a dome light here. They're individual LED, and you can turn them both on at the same time or individually. Nice to have. There's also a sunroof. There's no panoramic moonroof in this car because there's not very many sedans that have panoramic moonroofs. One of my first ever Hyundais. I've only done a few Hyundais, and well, I gotta say that Hyundai has definitely come along over the years. This is a 2013 model, and 10 years before that, you would have been looking at a Hyundai and said, oh man, I'm never gonna drive one of those. 10 years down the line, look where we're at now. And we're almost another 10 years from this car is 7 years old in 2020. We're almost at 2021, a little over halfway through 2020. And this thing is in amazing condition, super comfortable, and it's still up to today's specs. So, I mean, I gotta say, I'm impressed with Hyundai. I'm not a Hyundai person, but I gotta say, props to Hyundai, you did a nice job. Your door panel here, all soft touch material. Your door handle, your door locks, unlocks all of the doors, and locks all the doors, which is kind of interesting. I wouldn't expect that on a passenger door handle. That's interesting. You have your automatic window controls. You have your automatic window controls. All soft touch material here. This is all perforated leather. A little storage here, as well as right there. A really, really large size glove box. This is really nice, and it's all felt lined. Really nice. This dashboard is amazing. It's really nice and soft touch material. All of your different controls, dual zone automatic climate control, auto start stop off, your fan completely off. Turn your fan on right here. You can also do your passenger temperature. It's currently on low. You can turn off dual mode completely. I don't know why you'd want to do that, but you can. Your passenger airbag indicator and your passenger seatbelt indicator are right there. Automatic climate control, front defrost, rear defrost, max AC, recycling. Down here you have your shifter. Turn that down really quick. You have 4 air vents in the front of this car, fully adjustable and closable. Your gear shift right here, some storage right here. You have a cigarette lighter and an ashtray. Here we go. Push that, you have some storage in here. That's not an ashtray, just so you guys are aware.
Don't be surprised, baby, it's just trust me. Don't be surprised, boy, when I bust it wide.
You can hear that Lexicon audio system in this vehicle, and it sounds really nice. Some storage here. You also have 2 cup holders right there. All of your navigation controls, phone controls, Bluetooth controls, and you can also change and use your voice controls right here. This is all adjustable here. See where you're currently at, set a destination as well. A actually pretty small little center armrest, center console, because this little dip right here, this dips in, and you lose quite a bit. If that was not there, you'd certainly have a really nicely sized glove box, or a center console, whatever you want to call it. It opens 2 parts, so you can actually open up the top part. You have a little bit more storage, not much. Put some pens or paper in there, tissues or something like that. You also have a little USB port and a USB and an auxiliary import. You have a 12-volt cigarette-style outlet. Nice. Let's go check out the rest of the car. That's going to conclude our in-depth tour, walk-around, startup, and exhaust clip of the 2013 Hyundai Genesis R-Spec.